Hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu. I'm bringing you guys random podcast number 47, and I'm not too sure if I just spoke English just then, but if I did, let's just assume I spoke English and I said, hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu, bring blah blah blah. See you once again, guys, I don't speak English anymore. So, yeah, let's just get past that. Let me guys switch my overlay before I forget, and yeah, so what was I going to say? I was going to say something important. Don't remember what I was going to say, but it was obviously not important enough for me to remember, so let's just pretend I said it and it was important and you guys appreciate the fact that I said it. So, this is a random podcast. As always implied, the random podcast. I do not know anybody jumping into this game. Well, presumably I don't know anybody. I think Noobs R Us, that's a familiar name. I think I've seen that name before. I actually want to look him up real fast, because it has been suggested that I probably should go check out the names of the people who I cast in the matches of, so I can actually get to know them. And oh god, okay, it's not let me click, guys. Alright, so boom, I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. No. But when Noobs R Us, I have seen that name before. I'm not too sure from where. I think I might have seen him in one of my other random podcasts. I can check later. Yeah, actually I can check now. Let's check now. Let's see. Random podcast number. What were you in? Let's see. Random podcast. Noobs R Us. Oh, I think I found one. I found a match. Random podcast number. Really? Wow. Okay, that's cool. So Noobs R Us is from random podcast number 1. Holy crap. That's like a flat shout out to the past. Noobs R Us was in one of my random podcasts from random podcast number 1, which is like ages ago, because this is random podcast number 47. 47. You know, I really need to write this down, guys, because I'm so bad at this. Yes, random podcast number 47. I keep continuously forgetting what random podcast I'm on. But anyway, the whole entire Dire Side is picked up, so I'm going to do introduction on them. Let's not delay with all this extra filling in air time, whatever you guys want to call it. We have Faust, or F-A-U-S, Faust, on that Omniknight. Moving over to Pudge, we see ID Fix on him. Moving over to that Morphling. Wow, you don't see Morphling play all that much. We see Kranich or Karnik on that Morphling. He did go for that morph first because he wants to be a survival in his lane. Moving on to wow. Moving on to Disruptor. We see ourselves a low Boros on him. Hold on. Oh wow, hold on. Maybe it says Laborialia. I don't know. No. Let's stick with the first introduction. Lobo Boreas on him. Moving over to the Witch Doctor, we have Rhinos, or wow, Arhanen. Yes, Arhanen. I'll call him that. 30-second please. Pause on that Warlock. He needs a little bit of pause there, waiting for the teammate. The teammate's still trying to connect. Moving on to the introduction on the Radiant side. I'm not gonna. Well, actually, I can just go ahead and do that. Shout out, it's gigantic. Shout out to Noobs R Us. Thank you for being in one of my random podcasts before. You were my random podcast number 1, and you came back to random podcast number 47 for the welcoming party. So, congratulations, you're famous on random podcast. If I ever remember that name, Noobs R Us, just don't change it. Moving over to, Noobs R Us is on that Slark. Moving over to that Warlock. We have TTWW Pusher on him. Moving over to Medusa, we see WWY Smack on that Medusa. And on that Rubick, who's the... Oh, I can't know. Yeah, on that Rubick, we see Maxwell. I think I've seen that name before, too. I'll look it up later. But we see Maxwell on him. And last but not least, the axe that we've all been waiting for. I'm sorry, the moment that we've all been waiting for. The axe. Actually, no, I can say it both ways. The axe that we've all been waiting for. Super Mum on that axe. Dead axe. But anyway, he is going for those early Tranquil Boots. Tranquil Boots this is post nerf of Tranquil Boots. If you guys are wondering about that, and by post nerf I mean Tranquil Boots are not as powerful as they used to be. Wait, where is it? Ring of Health, Ring of Region, whatever. So there you go, Tranquil Boots right there. You can read it for yourself. It does heal less, comparatively speaking, and also puts something else. What was I gonna say? It puts whenever they're broken, they give you less movement speed. So that's a few things to note whenever you're talking about the whenever you're trying to go for Tranquil Boots. So Axe won't be as powerful as he used to be because Tranquil Boots are just so freaking OP on top of him. Basically, he just run in and do whatever he wanted, and he got himself a free kill whenever he wanted. Just Battle Hunger's OP. We got Slark going toe to toe with Omniknight. Omniknight pushing him out of lane. Omniknight doing a really good job of making Slark get away. And I actually haven't had a chance to call out the lane yet, but Slark might be going toe-to-toe with Omniknight. Omniknight can just activate that repel all he wants. He throws the repel into a Pudge, so Pudge can continue to check that Slark. Slark just jumps down to the low ground, and he's going to run away. He did place an Observer Ward on the, up here in the creep camp, so they can't pull anymore. But Omniknight's doing an extremely good job pushing him out of lane. Meanwhile, we see Warlock taking quite a bit of damage mid. Yeah, who's that? Morphling just doing work on top of his face. Morphling did take an early point in that morph to agility. He did morph to agility, so he can do a little bit more extra damage. So we saw that go. We saw those shenanigans going on. Let me go ahead and do a lane introductions because I think we might see a kill down bottom. We see where's Rubick. Rubick is up top. Never mind. Rubick's up top. What? Oh, Rubick's in the jungle. There you go. Rubick's roaming. There you go. That's darn it. I keep changing my thought. Changing my mind. Moving over to introductions. Starting off with this Medusa. We have a safe lane Medusa for the Radiant versus a Disruptor Witch Doctor. I'm very interested to see what these guys decide to do with this. Witch Doctor is obviously the primary farm in his lane, or maybe he just went to his lane because he had nowhere else to go. But we could be seeing a carry Witch Doctor, which would actually be pretty cool. Excuse me, I have hiccups. No, well, not hiccups, like a burp up. It wasn't a burp, it was like a hic burp. Whatever you guys want to call it. I had one of those. Moving on to mid lane, we see Morphling versus Warlock, and over this top lane we see the Omniknight Pudge combination versus the Slark. Slark's not having fun at all.
Double damage.
Especially once Pudge gets his hook, Slark will not be having zero fun. Slark did pull a creep wave from the backside. He's trying to pull it back towards him so he can actually get some nice. But he gets hooked in by the Pudge. He might be getting a little bit of trouble. He does not have leap for another 3 seconds. He might be going down. He will be leaping as soon as he can. Does the leap, and he would pop in the heal himself as well to follow it up. But Pudge almost able to get that kill. Slark playing living life on the edge, and the healing salve got canceled by. Oh, never mind. That was Pudge activating the healing salve. I was about to say, and the healing salve got canceled by the creeps, but that was Pudge activating the healing salve on the backside. So Pudge looks like he's doing some phase boost because he wants to be as aggressive as possible. Continuing on calling lanes, we see a Slark. Yeah, I already called it lane. Slark versus Omniknight Pudge, and my chin is itching. Oh god. And oh yeah, this is Rubick. This is Rubick who's roaming around. This is a roaming support. I'm really interested to see what he's doing. He's trying to de-ward, make sure there's no wards down here. He plays 2 sentries. I see Axe taking quite a bit of damage, but he's in the jungle. We expect to see him take that much damage. And he has 12 HP, and he's going to continue to run while he can. Cul Blu's almost up. He's 200 gold away from that, and he'll be happy about his item choice. We see Warlock going toe-to-toe with that Morphling, and there's a Morphling getting a free kill on top of that Warlock. Warlock throws the Shadow Ward on top of himself, but it's not enough. First blood goes to that Morphling. I was about to say that Warling. Yes, Morphling plus Warlock. OP, right? Imagine Morph to Strength plus the Song of the Silent or Shadow Word. You can pretty much heal yourself for a lot of HP for no apparent reason every single time. We see these guys walk around the backside. Who is this? This is Disruptor, Witch Doctor. I think they're roaming into the top. I don't know. Okay, they're de-warding the D-wards. Alright, that's what's up. That's cool. So they're de-warding the D-wards, and Rubick's not going to be having fun. He's not going to be liking that at all. I think this ward is just barely blocking this camp down here, and this ward up here is blocking the second pull camp. So Rubick is just going to be a sad Rubick. Meanwhile, on top we see, what do we see going on top? We see Slark and Pudge. Sorry, Slark, Pudge, and Omniknight just duking it out between the 3 of them. As far as latches go, we see Morphling does have the most high pitch, which can be extremely problematic later on. Morphling already has a Wraith Bane. He also has boots. He's trying to go phase boost by the looks of it, so he can have those items up for himself. Medusa's taking quite a bit of damage down bottom. She will be going down to the Maledict from Witch Doctor. We see telekinesis coming from Rubick trying to save his carry's life, but she still does go down. And Medusa's not going to be having fun in this lane at all. Between the Thunderclap and between Witch Doctor and his auto attack. Witch Doctor does crazy amounts of auto attack damage early on. As you see, right now he's doing 61 damage per auto attack, and he has 0 intelligence items. So that's just his base damage. Slark does go down top to the Omniknight Pudge combination. Pudge able to stay alive because Omniknight threw a heal on top of him, and he will be taking the second tower. No, it's Creep's going to be taking that tower. Actually, no, he might be going down. Yes, he probably will be going down. So Pudge just dies for no apparent reason. Slark gets a kill. Are you kidding me? Okay, Pudge derping a little bit. Omniknight might be going down to the Slark. Slark knows that Omniknight has a repel, so he's not going to be really going for it. I think they buffed repel. They did buff purification. They increased the range. They put the range at the same level on all levels. Meanwhile, we see down bottom, we see Witch Doctor get a kill on top of that Rubick. He did throw out the Maledict, and he also threw out a Cascade as well. Maledict's so powerful early on. It's actually powerful in almost all levels, especially when he carries. He does crazy amounts of damage. Namely, Joe Ranger. If you have a Joe Ranger routine, that's crazy. Or it's like all that damage. Rubick does have a bottle in mid lane, so he's going to be healing himself up soon. So he's just going to be hanging out. He's going to throw a nice waveform on top of the wall. The wall is taking massive amounts of damage. Throws the Shadow Word on top of Morphling. Morphling doesn't care. He can just morph to strength. There's TP support coming in from Rubick. Rubick might be able to get him. There's a beautiful ulti coming from Warlock, and there's Morphling going down. Well-timed TP coming in from that Warlock. Warlock able to get there fast enough. Or sorry, from that Rubick. Rubick able to get there fast enough to support his mid. And mid is going to go ahead and go up top, bottle that rune. And Morphling's like question mark. Trolling himself. He's like, what? WTF? Warlock just barely able to survive. That cast delay is not long enough, guys. That cast delay is not long enough. So Warlock does pick himself up a Haitian, and he's on that Shadow Wood on top of himself. Witch Doctor is here throwing a few castings. These guys are trying to watch this middle lane. Pudge will be going down to the Warlock Golem. Meanwhile, we see Rubick go down to the Morphling, and now we got Witch Doctor about to go down to this Warlock. Warlock's doing as much damage as possibly can. He's trying to make sure that Shadow Word can take all of his damage, and he's going to be running away. Morphling might be one more last hit, and he'll be gone. Now this double kill going to that Warlock, and Warlock's going to be going down to the creeps, and the kill goes to the Dire side. Quite a bit of action happening so far. Meanwhile, Medusa's down bottom farming. She's not really as far as she wants to be. I think she was forced to build a Gauntlet Strength. She's going to be going for Bracer or maybe a Urn of Shadows. Either one would be decent item for her to have. Basically, Urn of Shadows would give her some survivability. Also give her some nice regen. Because Urn of Shadows and Ring of Facilities, they both give decent regen. Ring of Facilities gives the best regen for its value, of course, because it only costs 500 gold for 50% increase in magic
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, 0.65 is a lot. I'll put that into perspective soon. We see TP's coming up top. We see Slark and Axe are up here. And meanwhile, we got a Warlock around the backside. Warlock's ulti is on cooldown, but Slark is ready to go for a kill. These guys might be able to get a quick kill on top of Pudge. Pudge's in a little bit of trouble. These guys are all going to come in here. Make sure he throws the ore on top of himself, and Axe is waiting to see if he can throw an ulti, but Axe doesn't have his ulti. He was trying to body block all he could, and Pudge through a beautiful hook to save Omniknight's life, but Omniknight still might be in trouble. He's not long for life. He throws out a heal so he can actually stay alive for a little bit longer as Warlock throwing out the fatal bomb on top of him. And there's a heal, there's a purification throw, repel thrown on top of Omniknight, and Pudge able to get a kill on top of that Warlock on the backside. Meanwhile, Slark is running right. Slark is trying to see if he can get a quick kill on top of Omniknight. Omniknight will be able to heal himself on the backside, and now Slark is on the run, so that was what we call a fail gank. Pudge and Omniknight doing very good in their decision making as far as running away goes. Omniknight putting the repel on top of himself because he knew that Pudge would probably not be the focus. He would be the focus. Meanwhile, Morphling gets the middle tower kill. So while Warlock was away, not only did Warlock die, but he also lost his mid tower, so it's not good at all. If we take a fast look at the gold graph, we can see the gold graph is going to be in favor of the Dire. That's mainly because of kills and towers, but Pudge able to get a kill on top of Slark.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A little bit of time. Slark threw a slide before. I remember seeing that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And the top tower for Radiant's under attack, so it might be going down as well. Omniknight's here. He's going to be helping the creep wave push. He can just heal himself and kill all these creeps right here. He will be doing that soon, or maybe he'll save it. I don't really know. He's trying to wait for the last hits. Come on, Omni, what you doing? What you doing, Omni? Omni, what you doing? Oh, guys, down bottom we got engagement. We got big engagement happening down bottom. Totally missing completely, guys. Rubick was down here. Rubick did go down. Battle Hunger thrown on top of Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor does not have a point inside of his heal, but that is only a level, probably level 2 Battle Hunger. It's probably not all that high of a level. Yes, only level 2 Battle Hunger. And there's a casket thrown out by the Axe. Sorry, by the Witch Doctor on top of all the creeps to keep them pushed back. And Morphling's chasing that Axe. Axe is in a lot of trouble. He throws out the Battle Hunger on top of that Disruptor to try to at least do something, but I don't think he'd be able to do much. Oh, sorry, Warlock's on his team. My fault. Morphling got thrown off because the Warlock came down here. Meanwhile, on top, what do we have going on? We have Slark farming versus Omniknight. As far as the last hits go, Morphling is still in the lead on those last hits, so he's doing relatively well. He has 4 kills to his name, and he also has 1 assist, only 1 death, so he's doing relatively well. The rotations coming in from the supports was definitely useful, definitely helpful for him. No, actually, I don't think he had a rotation from the support. Yeah, no. Technically he had a rotation from Pudge, and he also had a rotation coming from Disruptor, and they helped him get a kill or defend this lane. I don't really know what you guys want to call it. But we got Pudge waiting around the backside, trying to see if he can line up a hook on top of anybody. That is hook level 4, so his range is pretty darn ridiculous. Here, Axe in the jungle, he's just farming up some jungle creeps. That's what Axe does. He's stacking up a camp or 2. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Medusa's still farming. Medusa needs to get herself those big items. She's trying to build those power treads so she can actually be a little bit more survivable against some of these stats. And meanwhile, we see engagement happening down bottom. Beautiful Warlock ulti on top of everybody. Axe is going to jump in. He's trying to get focus. Auto attack. There's Warlock going down. And there's a Morphling about to go down. Morphling's able to get a quick kill on top of get a kill on top of Axe before he goes down. And Morphling gets healed up on the Omniknight. Omniknight comes in at a pretty opportune time. There's a repel thrown on Morphling. He will be able to run around the backside. There's Morphling getting stunned. Not Morphling. Rubick getting stunned up by the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, beautiful Maledict, and there's Rubick's life gone. Morphling able to escape. It's just 100 and something HP. but he is Morphling. He can morph only once, and he can get more HP. Meanwhile, down bottom, we see Medusa getting chased by a Pudge. That's pretty much all her mana going down. Her mana is going to be gone too. She throws on the ulti to make sure she can't, the Pudge can't chase too fast. But it doesn't really matter. Pudge throws on the ulti to make sure she can't go anywhere, and she goes down. Axe goes at the bottom of the top of Pudge, and this game is getting out of control. The Dire in a pretty darn good position. Axe trying to run into him. Just a few more ticks of damage, and Axe will be able to ulti. All he's trying to do is get that ulti up, but Pudge will be able to turn around, throw out the hook soon. Axe, there we go. The ulti from Axe will be able to get the kill. As Witch Doctor comes from the middle, no, Maledict on top of Axe. Axe trying to run away while he can. He has to actually put 25% move speed, but it is gone, and he's going to be taken to death. He does have himself. There's a Warlock coming around the backside. He's getting healed up, so he will be able to counter that Maledict. So no more damage for you, Witch Doctor. Good day, sir, says Axe. Morphling farming in the jungle. He has himself a Yasha already. Let me go take a look at the items, because that Yasha is pretty darn fast. This is a 15-minute Yasha, and also a Ghost Scepter as well. Jesus, Morphling's farming like a madman. Wait, I want to see his net worth is. This net worth is probably ridiculous right now. As far as net worth goes, what's buttons? Rubick stole something. Rubick stole waiting for him, but it wasn't fast enough. He couldn't use it fast enough. That cast animation delay. There's a Morphling getting caught out by the Slark, and he's going to go ahead and morph the strength. So Morphling, so Slark can't really do much to him. Morphling's out of mana, so no more morphing for you, but Slark is out of leech, so no more leech for you. Meanwhile, top tower is under attack. Disruptor will be able to get the last on top of that. This last is going to the Disruptor. Meanwhile, down bottom tower, we see these guys are being super aggressive. They want to hurry up and knock down the tower, get Medusa some more gold. Warlock's here as well to support. We got a TP coming in from that Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor wants to go casket. Those are the casket. Bounces on 2. It's bouncing between everybody. Pudge the hook on top of Axe. Axe probably not the best person hook, but it doesn't matter. A hook is a hook nonetheless, and a beautiful casket bounces going on top of that Medusa and that Warlock going to force throw over. He's silenced up by a Disruptor. Medusa's in a lot of trouble. Her mana is all gone. No more mana barriers for you. And Pudge is able to stay alive. Meanwhile, Witch Doctor and Disruptor are doing massive work on top of his Warlock. Warlock's got a negative earn charge on top of him. He has Shadow Word in another 4 seconds. There's a wall from Disruptor to throw him out. Thrown out. And there's a hook from Pudge from downtown. And there's Warlock going down. And Citrus Wars coming to somebody. Triple kill for the Pudge. So pretty intense engagement going on there, guys. I mean, that was under attack. I honestly thought the Radiant had a more favorable fight, but the Witch Doctor coming with a beautiful casket. That casket just bounced on the Medusa to make sure that Medusa and Warlock could not run away. Meanwhile, we got Morphling. He's diving like a boss because he doesn't care. And he's going to go ahead and dive as far as he can. He does have a replicate out. No, he does not have a replicate out. He has an Omniknight here to help him out. There's a Battle Hunger thrown on Morphling, and Morphling's not feeling any of that damage. Omniknight is feeling all that damage though. There's a Morphling replicate made of Axe. Pretty cool person to replicate actually, because he gets the Meanwhile, we see Omniknight go down to the Slark on the back. I totally missed almost all of that. And there's the replicate just running around, trying to give Morphling a good way to dodge. Morphling's gonna go like bump a creep wave, and then he'll replicate now, and he's out of there. He's out of there like swimwear.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know how you call it. And he's gonna go ahead and stand still, and then wait for the rune, because the rune will be back up soon. Hopefully it is here. Oh my gosh, Warlock's around the song. All Warlock has to do is throw a Shadow Word, and then Morphling's dead. Morphling's gonna find himself a haste rune. He'll be able to run away. Bottle charges galore. There's a stun coming out from Warlock just to make sure that he get that kill, and he goes down. So a lot of resources getting used to get that kill on top of that Morphling. Morphling instantly buys back. Hook from Pudge does barely miss. It catches right in between the Warlock golem and the Warlock.
Is under attack.
So Warlock just barely, just like two towels away from getting pulled in, if you guys want to call it that way. Morphling does go down bottom. He wants to go ahead and push on his top tower while he can. He did buy back. He wants to make sure he benefits him somehow. Meanwhile, we got this engagement happening to Pudge. Pudge just gets caught out by the Slark. There's ultimate Disruptor trying to catch everybody. Rubick stole something. I didn't see what it was. Rubick stole Rot. Not the good thing for him to have. 11 more seconds. He'll be able to steal something else. And there we go. The Radiant are pushing right back. So the Dire fire and the Radiant fire right back, but they do lose the bottom tower. Nobody was here to defend, and that's pretty much all the outer towers for the Radiant are gone. Warlock Golem does go down to the tower, and Disruptor gets the Battle Hunger. Omniknight gets Battle Hunger as well, but he is repelled up, so he's not stealing anything. And Rubick stole Purification. Big steal for him now. He's going to go ahead and TP out while he can. Blink coming out from the Omniknight does have Blink. Witch Doctor was not able to find him fast enough to actually throw out his casket. But Blink on Omniknight, guys. Blink on Omniknight. We're going to see some big action happen soon. We got Morphling going in on top of his Warlock. Warlock Shadow Word doing so much heal on top of him. This is ridiculous. And he's going to turn around, throw out the Fatal Bonds. Axe does go down, but Fatal Bonds is going out on top of two people. And force that forward from the from somebody on top of Warlock, and Warlock will be going on negative earn charge to get the kill. And there's a positive earn charge, more earn charges coming to whoever threw that out. Blink coming out from Omniknight with the Blink there, you guys. You've seen it here, guys. You've seen it here. I have not seen Omniknight with the blink dagger. I must say that much. I've usually seen Omniknight play that super safe role. We got a Slark coming in. There's a Sigil place over here. Slark does get pulled back towards the wrong direction, and he gets hit with a stun. I didn't see by what. And there's the ult from Pudge catching him out. Oh, he got hit with the stun from Morphling. There's also a thunderclap on top of his head as well. So many sentries. Look at that. 3 sentries placed down just to get the kill on top of Slark. They really want to get that kill up, and the middle tower is going to be going down soon. This game might not be lasting all that much longer, but I don't really know. Rubick does have that still have that purification, so he can heal up anybody that needs a heal on top of him. Pudge 4 steps forward, those out a hook, and it does miss everything. Nobody there to hook, and Medusa needs a lot more farm. She wants to help carry her team. She has yet to get into her split shot, which is not really all that good. Medusa wants to max out her Mrs. Stake and max out her mana shield so she can actually survive while she's farming, and then continue to farm, and then get split shot once she gets those items that actually do damage. The fact that she doesn't have 80 points in split shot and that Mystic Snake is still not maxed out yet shows you guys how aggressive that the Dire are playing. They pretty much gave her 0 room to breathe. She has 4 deaths and 0 kills and 0 assists to her name, so she's pretty much struggling. If we take a look at take a look at the net worth, we can see that almost all of the Dire are at the top of that. Warlock is the only one who's high up there. He's mid. His comparison is Pudge, and Pudge actually his comparison is Morphling. Morphling's double him. That's a beautiful disruption. I'm sorry, beautiful wall coming up from Disruptor, and here's Axe being caught out once again. Axe does go down pretty darn fast. He goes down faster than Kuka's ship indeed. And Morphling stole that replicate, so he'll be able to spin, tank up some damage. Yeah, the Radiant are finding themselves in a very, very awkward position right now. Really, nobody's really all that farmed up. Nobody can really take on anybody on the side of the Dire side. Maybe a Witch Doctor, but even Witch Doctor has a lot of utility on his side. He has that Urn of Shadows. He also has those mana boots. He has that Ogre Club, so he's getting ready to get build himself a BKB. So that way he can channel his ulti completely. He does have 1 point his ulti, he does have 1 point his heal as well, and he's gonna go ahead and farm with the creep wave. I mean, nobody can really threaten him too much. I'm surprised that we haven't seen face boost on him just yet. He can go ahead and go face boost if we really want to. Slark's gonna be coming around the corner, he's gonna be trying to go for the Witch Doctor. He comes with Red Pack and preemptive Death Pack, and there's Witch Doctor going to go ahead and TP away. Slark's gonna go ahead and farm him. He doesn't want to get caught out by anything, but he might be getting caught out by this Pudge and this Disruptor. They're gonna be coming around the backside. Axe is here. Axe scouts it out. Axe in a lot of trouble. Axe has been dying quite a bit, as far as I can tell. He gets a thunderclap thrown on top of him. Not a lot of damage getting done, but still damage nonetheless. And Omniknight throws the repel on top of that Disruptor to make sure he takes no damage from that Battle Hunger, because Battle Hunger is magic damage. Repel prevents magic damage happening to you. So pretty smart play for these guys. So Axe is countered by Rubick, and Axe is countered by Omniknight, and Rubick stole repel. That is huge. He can actually put that on top of somebody important. He can put that on top of Warlock, and Warlock can actually do crazy amounts of damage to everybody. Omniknight blinks in, heals up, and he's going to get caught out by a Slark. He can actually activate his ulti, everything he possibly can. Pudge, these guys did not like that fight at all. Pudge does almost get caught, but Rubick does go down around the backside, so the repel is lost. Pudge almost dying in that engagement. There's a heal coming out from the Witch Doctor. And he'll come up from out there on top of Pudge, make sure he doesn't go down. Mystic Snake bounce on top of everything. He'll be coming back to Medusa. Or maybe not. Hook from Pudge on top of Witch Doctor. He's probably trying to go for Axe. Oh guys, who's the Slark coming around the backside? There's 6 towards her. There's protection over here. These guys are able to see him. Slark activates the ult. He's trying to run away while he can. He has everything thrown on top of him. He had the Death Pack pop, but it didn't matter. Maladin obviously is not cancelled by Death Pack. And there's a kill. Slark gets that kill with the hook. Meanwhile, around the backside, what do we have? We have Rubick about to go down to the Omniknight. Omniknight's going to slow him down. But Rubick does still that waveform. Pretty cool skill for him to have. Warlock just trying to make sure he's just spotting for Rubick to make sure he can get away. Warlock trying to build that mechanism, desperately trying to build something so he can actually help his team. Omniknight throws a heal on top of Disruptor. Heal coming up from Witch Doctor. So much heals coming from the Dire side. They can brew a perma push. Between Omniknight and Witch Doctor, they're getting everything. And there's a, oh guys, chat's turned on. Chat turned on.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
As you see, somebody in chat saying, well played, Pudge. Well, Warlock's in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have his ulti. His ulti's on cooldown for another 90 seconds. And now the Dire are going to go ahead and fall back, which I totally agree with. They don't really have to fight. This is their game to lose. Meanwhile, around the backside, you see Medusa go down. Medusa's trying to sneak into the jungle to get some farm, but she's out of room to farm. All she has is a Ring of Aquila and a Power Tress. That's really it. Meanwhile, we see the Siege continue in mid. And the Siege also continue bot, technically. I hear Disruptor threw out something. Disruptor threw out his glimpse, but he's not hitting anybody. I got lag coming on my part. Hopefully I do not lag out of this game, because that would make me pretty darn sad, because I made it so far. There we go. Connection is coming back in. Omniknight throws the repel on top of Morphling. Morphling's going to go ahead and run him on the backside. Get healed up from the Witch Doctor. Omniknight gets himself, Battle Hunger, he kills himself something, but it doesn't matter. Morphling, so it doesn't matter all the damage that he's going to take. Morphling gets a quick kill, get a quick instant game on top of Slark. E-Blade, that's what he has. He has E-Blade. Oh my gosh, we're seeing the old-fashioned shotgun Morphling. Back when I first started playing Dota, I first started playing Dota around TI2, which is not all that long ago, guys. That's not all that long. It's pretty darn recent. The shotgun Morphling was pretty much what everybody did, really. So we're seeing the old school shotgun Morphling. These guys can't handle it, guys. He has himself the E-Blade already up. He has himself maxed on that adaptive strike. He has himself a Yasuo, so he's moving pretty darn fast. He's trying to see if he can catch anybody out. He threw out the adaptive strike on top of Warlock to make sure he can stay alive. He's more from the strength right now. Or maybe he isn't. Maybe he's just baiting. We don't really know. There's the repel thrown out from Omniknight on top of Morphling. And now Morphling, another Battle Hunger from Axe on top of Disruptor. So Battle Hunger and repel, that's pretty much the story of this game right now. Omniknight is not here to throw a repel on top of him, so he won't be able to heal him up. Omniknight is going to go ahead and farm with the quick blade, heal him up in the middle of him. He has no blink guard, so he can blink away. Things do get too dicey. Like maybe two, there we go. Now things become too dicey. Rubick comes in. Oh my god, he almost got a quick kill on top of that Omniknight, but not enough damage. That was more. So there's a Warlock with a very late ulti able to come up on top of somebody. There's an ulti from Omniknight throwing kills to make sure everybody stays healthy, make sure nobody can take damage or anything. And Slark's trying to go toe to toe with Morphling. He's finally able to get a kill. The Pudge right behind him. Pudge might be able to do something. I don't really know what Pudge can do. Meanwhile, on the backside, we see Omniknight. Witch Doctor on the run. Witch Doctor will be getting caught out from the Slark and everybody else. Looking from Pudge on top of that Slark and double kill going from Medusa. Things are finally going away a little bit. A little bit of leeway going towards them. Slark's on the run. Slark's trying to get that Pudge. Pudge is trying to desperately get out of here. Slark with one leap from him, he might be able to get a quick kill on the Pudge. He will be able to get a kill if he just leaps. No, he's out of mana for leap. He can't do anything. He's out of. Oh my gosh, a little bit more mana is all you need. Pop that wand. Pop that wand. Slark is all you have to do. There. Oh my gosh, he misses the leap, and Pudge is still on the run. Pudge is gonna force that down hill. He's gonna continue running. Meanwhile, people are dying all around the map, but I'm still focused on this. Pudge will just run himself. So Slark's work went to vain. Dear God, Pudge, you manly whore. Excuse my language, people. Excuse my language.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Morphling might deny the middle tower.
Dire's structures
are fortified. TP coming in from that Disruptor. Also TP coming in from Omniknight. Omniknight is going to blink forward, try to see if he can catch himself a Slark. Or maybe not. Still coming up from Omniknight on top of the creeps to make sure that nobody really does anything. And this tower will be denied by the Morphling.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
So Morphling's now morphing to agility. So he can do a lot more damage. Look at that damage. 185 damage plus 27. And he still has strength left over. He's going to go ahead and go for Roshan. His team is here. His team is ready to help him. There's Witch Doctor throwing out the healer on the backside. Morphling would definitely appreciate that. He probably would prefer that Witch Doctor tank it, so he can actually get some HP back. There we go. Witch Doctor's going there and take the Roshan. That is only a level 1 heal, level 2 heal. Earn charge throw on top of Morphling. Morphling's going to continue Morphling strength. Or Morphling agility. No, he's not.
Radiant's top tower has been
these guys are going to. Oh my gosh, Witch Doctor will be going down. He's going to get permanent acid death. He's probably just barely able to get on the range. He's probably going to put a positive earn charge on top of him. But Roshan's going down pretty darn slow, but it will be going down eventually. If Roshan would have killed that Witch Doctor, that was pretty darn detrimental for these guys. And this Roshan finally going down, the longest Roshan ever. Morphling picks up Aegis, and meanwhile on top we got Engagement happening up here. We got the supports just trying to hold everything back, just trying to make sure these guys don't do anything too fancy. Beautiful wall coming from Disruptor, and Rubick throws out the zap that bounces on top of the creeps. And Morphling makes himself a replicate, a Pudge, and sends him mid. Invisibility rune picked up by Morphling, so Morphling is looking to be extremely dangerous. He has Aegis, he has himself an A-Blade, or E-Blade, not A-Blade, it's a Pistol Blade. He doesn't have one of those guys. He has himself Aegis, he has himself E-Blade, he has everything he wants except for Men's Style. Men's Style is all he wants now. He also has a Pudge replicate over here, just to make sure he stays safe. He could potentially just dive into the base, but he sees a whole entire Radiant lineup just backed on up, very smartly so, because otherwise they would just get caught out. Pudge with those hooks and Morphling with those insta-gibs. That's pretty much a potent combination. That's not even taking into effect the fact that Witch Doctor's ulti still does a lot of damage. That's one thing to consider whenever you're talking about this fight. Force that forward from Axe probably did. Yeah, he did one here. He's trying to see if he can pull anybody. Beautiful jump in from the Slark. Ulti from Omniknight. I'm sorry, ulti from Omniknight was popped. Yes, Medusa's popped her ulti as well, slowing down everybody. She's taking some massive off there. She might be able to survive. Yes, she will be able to survive. That's Omniknight going down on the backside. Meanwhile, Morphling's still alive. These guys are completely ignoring him. There's a beautiful slow coming out from the Warlock, trying to make sure they can keep the Morphling down. Morphling's still getting slowed. Wait for him from Rubick. Rubick wants revenge. They want to get the quick kill on top of him.
leap forward from Slark, and Morphling steals, so Rubick steals the morph, and he's morphing all of his agility to strength because he doesn't need agility. Hook from Pudge on top of Slark, and Slark might be able to get this kill on top of Morphling, but Morphling has ages, don't forget that, guys. Morphling has ages. If they kill him, even still, he'll still be able to turn around the fight. He's getting all the strength from the middle of nowhere. Oh, he's getting in. Pudge hooks him just barely in time. Oh my god, are you kidding me? With the jukes, dude, god. Morphling able to make it out alive. All he needs now is a mana for his TP scroll, and he'll be happy. But these guys are not out of the woods yet, literally. Morphling's still in the run. His H's, he doesn't want to pop it. He can't help it. He's going to wait around the backside. Pudge's going to sacrifice his life for his guys. Morphling will be TPing out as soon as he gets 75 mana. These guys are still looking for that Morphling. Morphling is already gone. Heal from Warlock, go on top of Medusa, make sure she stays alive. And Morphling's just going to wait it out. So that hook from Pudge, man. Pudge saving Morphling's life. Morphling is going to make it out of here scotch-free. Well, not so scotch-free, but he did take a few scars here and there. In a region, oh my god, are you kidding me? A region rune for Morphling. A region rune, of all things, a region rune for Morphling. Wow, okay. These cannot be going much more better for this Morphling than right now. This is basically the Dota gods say, hey guys, play more Morphling, because Morphling's actually still good. So Morphling has himself a region rune. He's able to make it alive. He gets insta-give on Medusa and actually on the back, but he doesn't care. He's going to turn around Medusa as much auto attack as he possibly can. Omniknight's here to help him out, and it's a 4-step forward on top of Axis to make sure he stays alive. There's a Shadow Word from Warlock, and there's also a Fatal Bond still on top of Warlock. I'm sorry, throw on top of Omniknight and the Illusion. Illusion will turn around and try to do as much damage as possible. A lot of damage getting done to Omniknight, but not nearly enough. And that Illusion's pretty darn tanky. Axe, you have too much armor. But anyway, yeah, Morphling able to make it alive, got himself a free kill on the carry. Of all people, the carry on the enemy team. Medusa was just farming. She was in the jungle just innocently farming. She has herself a Yasha. That's really about it. She wants to have herself at least a Mantis style by now, or maybe a Lincoln Sphere. Something. She wants preferably both, so she can actually stand and fight. Otherwise, she can't really do much because her mana goes down too fast. Whenever somebody's attacking her.
Let's get
and she has no mana to leverage everything off. Rubick gets caught up with the hook. Equilibrium goes down pretty fast. Axe is going to be getting caught out by the rest of these guys. Warlock is here. Warlock is trying to do what he can. His ulti is up in another 9 seconds. All he wants to do is survive. He will be popping that mechanism. There's a beautiful wall coming from Warlock, and it's also hook from Pudge. Killing that wall and make sure he drops the ulti. Meanwhile, Medusa's running back into her base. She's getting ready to defend. She's taking defensive positions, and she throws out the mana shield.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Slark made it out alive. Slark made it out alive. And he has a blink dagger? No, he gets hooked. He got glimpsed by the Disruptor. He's in a lot of trouble. He will get a leap. Tries to go for a kill on top of Disruptor. I think Disruptor might have walked in front of him. Rod of Atos up on Disruptor, so Disruptor's farm is outstanding right now. He has a Rod of Atos. Blink dagger up on Omniknight trying to build himself a Lincoln Sphere as well. Morphling, Diffusal Blade, E-Blade, everything. He's purging the Medusa, make sure she can't run away, burning her mana while he's auto-attacking her. And there's a Ghost Step activated by him, but he still gets a kill regardless. And there's the Aegis is finally popped, but that was just the Aegis, guys. Aegis is about to run out soon anyway. Aegis had another whole minute on him. Morphling's still here ready to fight. He doesn't care. He gives 0 cares right now. So everything going so well for the guy. I mean, like, let's take a look at the items. As far as the items go, we see Yasha is up on Slark. That's really better. He puts more on top of Pudge. Pudge forces himself forward. Axe getting caught out. Axe goes down. Everything gets thrown on top of him. Warlock goes off his Fatal Bonds. That's really all he can do to make sure that they all share damage. That's not a lot of damage to share. They just have to make sure the focus is the least armored person possible and just attack him as much as they possibly can, but it won't be enough. Back there, we see Slark almost going down his own base to the Morphling. Morphling almost able to do enough damage. Pudge throws out a hook, make sure Morphling can escape fast enough. There's also a Shadow Word on top of him. There's an ultimate for Warlock. He wants to start the fight. His team is here for support. A beautiful slow goes up everybody. Omniknight goes up the heal to make sure everybody can stay alive. Meanwhile, we see Slark taking quite a bit of damage. Slark does go down. Meanwhile, Axe went down. No, Axe already went down from earlier. The ultimate from the Disruptor doing work on top of these guys. Rubick able to wait for him out. I think he got a kill for that. No, he did not get a kill for that. He's just able to wait for him out. Medusa did pop an ultimate so his team can try to run away. But that's really about it. So, wow. Warlock DCs. I think he might have said GG or he just might have gave up. I don't really know. But Warlock DC, we probably more than likely won't be seeing a pause to wait for him. But this is pretty much the Dire's game to lose. That's really the only way to look at it. Pudge is only 30 minutes to do right now. Pudge ulting and because he can. And I mean, what really can the Radiant do right now? I'm literally stuttering over my own words trying to figure out what the Radiant can do. Rubick tries to throw a telekinesis on top of Omniknight, but he doesn't care. Omniknight has himself a Lincoln Sphere. Omniknight has a Lincoln Sphere. I mean, I don't know what to think of this game right now. We see a Morphling, he's destroying everything. He has an E-Blade, there's a miss leak coming out from that Slark, and Morphling almost able to get a quick kill on top of Axe. He might be able to turn around away from the Axe, but he probably doesn't want to die right now. Axe a little bit too early on the ulti. Disruptor's here to throw out the wall and make sure these guys don't come in. And Disruptor does get caught out from the Slark, and there's a Thunder Clap going on top of him. We want a lot of ASOs as well, make sure he can't get DK. Rubick able to pick up the kill and backs out with that beautiful waveform. And here's the Slark almost about to go down. The heal missed somehow, I don't really know. And there's a diffuse wave from Morphling going on top of him, so he say, no, you come right back on here. And yeah, Medusa's ulti's back up in 10 seconds. She throws out a Mystic Stake to push back the creep wave a little bit, and farms up, or sorry, does a little bit decent damage to these guys, but these are mega creeps in the mid lane. Versus just these poor little normal creeps, just melee creeps and range creeps. Omniknight goes in, heals a creep to push the lane, because that's what you can do when things are going so well in your favor. Warlock was really they really need Warlock here, guys, if they have any hope of coming back in. Not really much they can do. There's no more defense. So go ahead and finish. We're done, guys. And there's pretty much giving the green light, say you come into the base. Well, I'm not going to do anything. Warlock is gone, Slark is going to hang out in the base. And the diary is just farming up right now. I mean, that's really it. Take a look at the items. Like I said, we see a Lincoln Sphere up on Omniknight. That's something really unusual for Omniknight of all the people to have. He also has a Blink Dagger as well. I'm not too sure how common Blink Dagger Omnis are, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's more common than a Blink Dagger. Or sorry, Lincoln Sphere. Omni does blink forward, throws out the heal. No, he can't heal himself just yet. He's trying to slow Rubick as much as possibly can, and he's using stuff as that free slow. Heals himself. Blessings for himself. And he can actually pop the ult if he really wants to. Mystic Snake, Medusa does get blocked by that Lincoln Sphere, and she gets nothing.
Which doctor am I?
Witch Doctor saying, which doctor am I? Lols. Funny joke. Get it, guys? Witch Doctor. His name's Witch Doctor. Which doctor am I? Anyway, yeah, so as far as items go for the Radiant, I mean, it's really one, like it's really lacking. They don't have anything. They haven't had any room to farm. In particular, the gold draft, it's been in favor of the Dyer's getting of time. Really, it was probably like a small moment where maybe the Radiant were a little bit ahead, but that Morphling was just pretty much destroying everything. That kill mid, that Warlock was able to help his team get on top of that Morphling was pretty impressive. Yeah, but that's really bad. Morphling has a butterfly, he has an E-Blade, he has everything he possibly wants. He's ulti from Omniknight, so these guys can go into the fountain. These guys are green to go in the fountain. Morphling goes much better than Warlock goes down. Meanwhile, Pudge is able to go something himself while he's channeling ulti. Pretty much this fight is breaking out. The fight in their own tower, nobody down. Okay, Disruptor died. Jim was picked up by the Pudge, and Pudge has an E-Blade as well.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
So I mean, the Ancient's going down. Yeah, like I said, Radiant's Omniknight, E-Blade on Pudge, E-Blade on Morphling, Diffusal Blade on Morphling, EKB up on Witch Doctor, Disruptor up on him as well. A lot of ASOs on Disruptor, and a lot of damage. Just showing you guys that Morphling still has power. Morphling is still a liable pick. You just have to make sure you get your farm. So mid Morphling, that's how you should do it. But anyway, my name's Cul Blu. I'll watch you guys. Random podcast number 47. Fingers crossed. Hope I got it right. Come on. Let me see if I got it right. Yes, I did get it right, but I still had to check, so it doesn't count. So random podcast number 47. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was as enjoyable for you guys as well as for me. I got to see myself a Morphling play mid and do well. I'm happy about that. So yeah, I'll see you guys whenever.